Hello everyone, my name's Natalie, and today I'm going to be talking about music festivals and concerts, and what to know about them, how to prepare, and just what effect music has on people. First, I'd like to cover the basics. What you wear is actually really important according to the weather. So if it's really cold outside, you don't want to be wearing shorts and a tank top. For example, I went to a Luke Bryan concert a few years back, and it was pouring rain, it was 40 degrees out, and all I had was a short sleeve shirt and a light windbreaker, and I was miserable the whole time. I couldn't even enjoy the music. I was cold and wet, and it really just affected the time that I had at that concert. Now that also goes for if it's very hot. What you wear is really crucial, and heat strokes and dehydration really is no joke. And that brings me to my next topic of hydration. If you're outside all day long, it's 80 degrees out and you're just jumping around, that is the equivalent of being at the gym all day long and just not drinking water. It's really important to hydrate or you could end up passing out or worse. According to an article by Pierre Barret and B. Mellon, both dehydration conditions impaired cognitive abilities, i.e. perceptive discrimination, short-term memory, as well as subjective estimates of fatigue. So what this means that if you have a deficiency in water or way too much sunlight, you could end up getting dizzy, fuzzy vision, and short-term memory loss. That can be really dangerous, and just passing out and hitting your head on something, like you could get a concussion. So it's very important to hydrate once again. So just to conclude, make sure to just bring a water bottle. And that brings me to my next subject of what to bring. According to a video by Billy Rose White, she said it was important to bring a water bottle, cash, and a portable charger. I've never even thought of bringing this, and I wish I did in the past. I really could have used it. I used to have to go to the ATM a lot, and I would get charged $15 extra just to get $5 for food. My phone would die, and I just really wish I had watched her video before because it was very helpful on what to bring. As for transportation, I would suggest Ubering if the location is nearby, and if you are Ubering, please be aware of the surging periods. Surging is when the prices go up because it's very crowded and everyone is trying to get an Uber or a Lyft, so just be aware of that. If the location is a bit more far away and it's more convenient to just buy a parking pass, I would just do that. For my next slide, I'd like to talk about concert safety. Over the past couple years, concert safety has become much more strict, and for good reason. According to Napper in a Rolling Stone article, vapor-sniffing dogs could be effective since they are trained to recognize the microscopic thermal plumes emitted by a person carrying an explosive. This article was written right after the Ariana Grande bombing in Manchester. Since then, they have definitely upped their game with security. The bag checks have become way more thorough, so much more that the last time I was at a bag check, they threw out my pack of gum because they thought it might be a potential risk. To my next point, drugs obviously aren't allowed in these kinds of events, but people still sneak them in anyways, and raves just have a really bad reputation when it comes to drugs. Whatever you do, do not accept anything from any stranger or even your friends. You never know if it could be laced with something worse or what kind of experience you could have, how you could react to it. So my advice is just to stay away from it completely. You don't need it to have fun. Raves and festivals are so fun without anything, and it's just not worth the consequences. The last part of safety I'd like to talk about is the buddy system. Always, always, always be with at least one other person, because not only does it suck to be lost and alone, but it could also be really dangerous. So whether you're going to the bathroom for a second and you're leaving all your friends, at least take one person, because if your phone dies, then what? You can't find anyone and you're just alone for the rest of the day. For example, this one year I went to a festival. This guy lost his whole group of friends, and he just found me and my friends, and his phone had died, so he was stuck with us the whole day, and it wasn't fun for him because who would want to be stuck with a bunch of strangers? So just remember to charge your phone and always have one other person with you. Not only could you be lost, but like I said, you could be in danger, especially if you're a girl and it's dark out and you're alone. You never know what could happen, so always use the buddy system. Lastly, I'd like to talk about the mental health benefits of music. Music is known to decrease anxiety and depression and just increase the levels of dopamine in your brain. Dopamine is a hormone that's released when we hear music or just anything that makes us feel good. It is this hormone that releases pleasure and just makes you feel happy. So not only does it make you and your brain happy, but music is also a universal way to connect to other human beings. According to the psychology textbook by D.G. Myers, musical expressions of emotion also cross cultures. Happy and sad music feels happy and sad around the world. This means that we can understand the emotion behind music no matter what language we're speaking. If I look happy, you know that I'm enjoying the music. If it's a very upbeat kind of tune, you know it's a happy kind of song. If it's a low kind of melody and really slow, then you can just sense what the meaning is behind it. And I think that's really cool because, like I said, no matter what language it's in, I can understand what the song is trying to say, what it's about, and what I'm supposed to be feeling while I'm listening to it. This is why concerts and just music in general means so much more to people than just that. It's a way to escape without going anywhere, it's a way to relax without taking anything, and it's a way to talk to people without saying anything. Music is just something that's always there to comfort you, and it's just something to make you really happy, and that's why I think it's much more of a big deal than, just some concert you go to. So I hope that this helped prepare you for whatever kind of music festival you want to go to or concert, and I hope that you guys have a really good time. Thank you all so much for listening, and have a good day.